Hello guys, TheRsdg here and welcome back to another episode of MapMaking Season 2. It's nearly the final episode, we're very nearly done. And to celebrate this, well, it's not to celebrate, it's just a decision that I made. I'm going to do these episodes weekly. I really want to have this map done, and I have a great plan for a next episode that I also want to have, next season, that I also want to have done quickly. So in this situation, I can just record a whole bunch of episodes, upload them, schedule them, and you'll have one episode of map making a week, which I hope you will enjoy. Furthermore, let's hop on to this episode. This episode is going to be doing the logic of the final island. So if I think we should quickly do a recap here. Last time, we figured out the logic for getting to the last island. So basically, what happens in the game is, no, I don't know, have any way of this explain this. Basically, there is a whole bunch of islands. You get divided amongst them 3 times or X amount of times. You can set that to how long ever you want. And after that amount of times, you will have prepared, you will have gotten items by killing other people, and then you will bring it down to one final island. That final island is where we just were. That's not this button. It's not this button either. It's one over here. And right there you fight the final battle against everyone, and everyone will have, I think, 3 lives. So you have multiple chances, basically, is what I'm saying. Because it sounds a little bit unfair that everybody has 1 life, because like there's unfairness in battles, everyone against one certain person. We want to avoid that by giving people multiple lives. In that case, we can avoid cheating, cheating, teaming, etc. Because everybody has to, like, there's one winner basically. There's not a team winner. So that's basically what we're going to be working on today. I hope that I will edit this episode a little bit better. Last episode was a bit long, and I hope I will do this better. So currently what we have going is, after these rounds are done, every player will be teleported to random one of these armor stands. So what we want to happen is we want to have every... hi car. Once that basically someone dies, we want them to teleport to a random one of those spawn points once again after respawning. So that's going to be quite tricky, and I'm going to tell you why in advance. Basically, when a player dies, you cannot interact with them very well anymore. So you can't teleport them. You can only set their spawn point or something like that. So you have to set their spawn point to somewhere they will be teleported randomly from. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up a spot, for example here, it's not going to be here, and once you die, your spawn point is, or once you get teleported to the big arena where you just were, your spawn point is going to be set right here, and everybody here is going to be teleported to a random armor stand in that area. Probably this point is probably going to be somewhere out there though, so yeah, let me quickly get some things done and I'll show you what I've got then. Okay, this all works. I tested it quite a few times. Let's actually show you what happens now. So this is basically the starter for the final island showdown thing. There you go. You saw I got teleported to the barriers up there and then to the first spawn point, and a random player gets teleported there. I explained that last episode. Check that out if you want to learn more about that. But basically now that sequence is activated. So once I kill myself, I should spawn at a random spawn point, which is now right here. So I spawned at number 2. Let's see what this brings me. 9. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty random. It works almost instantly, and I'm quickly going to tell you what happens. And it goes so fast that you actually don't notice it. So basically, if I break this block, you can see that there's a big hole in here, and if I fall down here, you can see that I can teleport it to a random island in the area, which is exactly what I wanted. So basically what happens, once you die, your spawn point is being set down there, and the command blocks immediately teleport you away. So you don't even see this area down below, which is amazing. That's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, that is like really convenient. Let me quickly show you command blocks for that. I don't think that you should be finding that interesting at all, or interesting, difficult. So basically setting the redstone block, that's right there. So we activate that clock. That is because we start this island, we can now enable that clock, saves a bit of lag. And then we are going to do spawn point at A, which is down in that hole, which I just showed you. And this is just doing the teleport. So every one of those armor stands is tagged final SP. And once you're in that area there, you get teleported to a random type armor stand final SP. So basically once I break this redstone block, it doesn't work anymore. now what we need to do is once you have 3 defs, and I already created a scoreboard objective for that. Scoreboard objectives, set display sidebar defs. I currently have 6, so you can see that I tried it a bit. So yeah, once that hits 3, I want you to be eliminated. And we also need a detector for if there is no player, or if there is just 1 player left with the score of deaths of 3, which is going to be rather hard because we need to use stats and we need to have multiple players. So we're probably going to just use a different entity, probably some zombie or probably a villager or something like that. We'll just set a dummy score for him. That's basically what we're going to be doing. So let me just do that and I'll be back. Okay, I've got some villagers in here as I said I would do. And basically, as you can see on the right, you have alive tributes. This score is actually the same for every single player in the world. And currently that is 1. So if I press this button, that will turn to 2. So basically what I did is it set the score of deaths for this villager to 1. So basically he hasn't died. He has died only once, so he's still like technically alive. He has less than his 3 lives left. More than like he has still some lives left. I have trouble talking. And I can do that with every single one of those. So now we were 4 people alive, but I can kill them by setting their score to 3. So they died 3 times. They're technically dead, and I can remove them from the score on the side, like so. And basically what we want to happen is we want to once this is 1, we want it to announce the winner, basically. So I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that off camera. That's a bit of how I wanted to do this episode. So first of all, how I made that happen is I created a scoreboard, of course, with the alive tributes. And I set it for every single player to 0 because we are using some stats here. I'm going to explain that later. But like the stats, that's basically a command that takes some statistics of a command block and puts them in a scoreboard. So this scoreboard tests for entities with a score of deaths that is 2 or lower than 2, maximum of 2. And what this stats command does is you don't have to clock it. You activate it once and it works. So we're doing a block. We're doing it 2 blocks below us, which is this block, below this command block. Then we're going to set its affected entities statistics. So it has affected a few entities that is a certain number. And we're going to store that in everyone's alive tribute scoreboard. So once you've set the player to 0, it will now clock it. So if I, for example, do scoreboard players reset TheRsdgProductions, and we're going to do alive tributes. Of course, I should have added the L there. There you go. And now it doesn't work anymore because my score is not 0. But once we do this again, there you go, 4. Amazing. And you could see that it turned to 1 there, and that's for a very good reason. Those villagers are not actually there anymore. They are unloaded. They are not loaded in the world anymore, so they don't count as one of those entities that counted to the stats command. So yeah, that's basically what happens. I'm now going to do the win detection. So yeah, that should be fun. See you in a second. Okay, I've done that too. Let's quickly show you what it is. Okay, there we go. We spawned. And our alive tributes is now 4. I reset the scoreboard objective just to make sure. And let's quickly kill these people. So it's now 3, 2, and 1. And it actually happens twice, which is not too good. But it works. So as you saw, it's going to teleport us to the lobby. That's just a placeholder because we are going to move the lobby and I don't want to put in work that I don't have to do later, basically. But you saw the little message. It was a little bit quick though. So we might change that in the future, but that's nothing too much of importance right now. I'm already glad that this just works. We can just quickly reset that by doing this. Hey, why are you not adding to the devs? Oh, I know why. Because I'm going to explain to you why this works right now. Because I reset this system, and that's why it only activates. It activates twice because of, well, I can say it's a bug, but it's really not. So let's quickly, like, maybe not fix it, but make it like better. Is that 5? Let's okay. Sorry, I have to do this on camera. It's just that I came up with an idea right now. So then you have to do it. If you guys have done command blocks before, you know that you have to do an idea when you get it. Okay, like so. So we now activate that first. Okay, so basically what happens is we're doing the same as we did before. We did not do this before. Never mind. We're checking for we're doing an execute command to everyone who has an alive tribute score of 1. So basically, when there's one player left with lives, then we're doing this. We're going to set block the block that is the resting block that's here. That's clocking that to air. We're also doing a title command with nothing in it because we don't want a title, but we do want the subtitle. So we are checking the person. We're doing a subtitle here on the same occasion, of course, with the devs. We're tagging, selecting the player with devs too. We're giving that a dark blue color and has won the game in blue. Basically, we're also playing the random player the level up sound. That at least that's what it used to. What it was used to be called. Now it's different, and we're doing the say teleport. So what I quickly want to test is if this now works with the, how is it called, the one that it only activates once. No, it still activates twice, so we have to find a fix for that. I am actually not sure on how to fix that, so I'll look into that off camera. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the more frequent you will enjoy the more frequent episodes. I really want to get this thing done. Your support is always appreciated, of course, and I will see you next episode, guys. Bye!